Okay, so now I'm trying the famous Pentium E2160 from like 2006. I think it was released in 2006, but I'm not fully sure. So this is a pre-tested chip. Now waiting for the temperatures to drop to below -100. And I will try to get a frequency of like 4.8 straight away. The top score or the top level is at 5.1, well beyond 5 GHz anyways. And this is my backup rec, so this is not the best one. But we don't need the best possible recs for this, as the FSP range is only at like +500, like 500 something, and the memories don't need to be so high for that one, I mean for this one. F1 dark CPU container, so it doesn't cool that fast without glazing. So -85, most of the settings are already set. 530 × 9, 200 strap and tight MEMS. So let's wait a bit and let's get going. Okay, so that is the second highest score in Pifast with the E2160. Temperature at around like -140. Too cold, it doesn't like shut down or cold bug, it just becomes worse, like performance wise. So I will just, I'm only like pre-testing the CPU, so I will just move tighter with the MEMS later once the CPU has been figured out. So 20.49, top score is by Sam Tapaka at like 20.1. So I still got some time to go. 4950. .36. So 280 seconds away, or milliseconds away from the top score at the moment. Mm-hmm. For 4976. Okay, now that's bugged for sure because it's so slow. Duo. Damn, so it's very on the edge. Damn. PLL is at 1.8 volts. Trying to go a bit colder. Mine's 143, 144. Mine's 145. Error, but it was close. So I think I just need to get a tiny bit more on the vehicle. Okay, so I will try 550 straight away. 1.98 volts. I think this can be the same. One minus 140. One. So around the mark. Booting. Yep. So after a couple of attempts, I was able to do the Pifast, but barely, so 20.05 seconds. I'll put the clock speed back up. So 5026 megahertz, so I actually beat Sam/Tapaka in frequency. So quite cool. MEMS E21xx 1860 command array 1. So very good. So now we will try Wprime. 1M needs different operating system, so there's no point on trying it on this one. I will try with 4 threads first, yes, intentionally, because there is a tweak related, but if you run 4 threads in Wprime instead of 2 on a dual core CPU, it might give you a better score. So let's try. $57.3. I don't know what's the top score. And it crashed. Yeah, so it was a record in first attempt, so that tweak does help. So run at 4 threads instead of 2. I doubt many will tell you that. Wprime tweaker. I might keep the ZFSP in the background again. So 5000. Let's see if we can smash it this way. $77.97. Almost. And it crashes. Almost. And that is the Wprime32M record, so 15.734. Previous one was 15.859. So an improvement of like 120 milliseconds. The previous top score was made with Asus P5E3 Premium motherboard, so yes, Rampage Extreme is better. And this is not my best Rampage Extreme, this is like my backup Rex, but this is also very good board nonetheless. 1850 664 1860 command array 1. and 5 gigahertz slightly, or roughly. So now we could try 1024M. Wprime 1024M at like close to 5 gigahertz. I'm using a stopwatch to measure the time, so if I crash, I will know if it crashes. So it should take like 8 minutes, 40 seconds or close to that. Benching at around like -153. Colder than -155 goes just worse. And that is the 1024M record. Well, it didn't go so well, so the first one hang. Not sure why at the end. So now we can get the real screenshot. It doesn't seem to like too much if it's colder than -151 after the bench. So that is why it probably hang. So 523.7. The previous one was like 528. But I did pass 517. So we can try that later. So just take many, because sometimes the screenshots might corrupt. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now only missing validation, SuperPIs. Okay, and that is the 32M record with the E2160 at around like 49 gigahertz. I think I can do much more, but this is like one time attempt, because I really need to, I have a lot more CPUs to test. So at least we got it now. So now I'm only missing 1M and validation. But about validations, I don't really care them. I don't really care about them too much. So I just need to figure out what's wrong with 1M, and that should be it. But yeah, so far looking damn good with this Intel Pentium E2160. And that is the Super Pi 1M record with the E2160 with huge frequency overhead, of course, but I beat the previous top score by 1 millisecond. Previous one was 11.641, this is 11.640. The first core is much stronger on this CPU, so very, very good. We can try one notch higher. It started to go much better. Much better when I used the first core to run the bench instead of the second one. Okay, 625. Okay, I think I will stop now because I got other CPUs to test, and I will just try validation quickly. Yeah, 625. At 5.1 gigahertz. Oh well, doesn't matter. Yep. This should be the record capable score. Yeah, I think I got it. One notch higher. 5140. Now we hang. I think I will just check the validation file now and see that everything is alright. But that's pretty much it. I'm stopping now. Okay, and that's pretty much it when it comes to the Intel Pentium E2160. So very, very good CPU, like record capable from the get-go, and I managed to take down all of the top scores, finally, even with validation. The Pifast and Wprime were actually quite tough. I thought they would be easier, but I got the Pifast top score like twice before actually being able to take the screenshot of it, but it turned out alright. Then I got WPrime32 and 1024M top scores. I'm a bit sad that I lost the better 1024M run because of, I think, probably too cold temperature or something. I only got like 5 second improvement over the previous top score. The one that like crashed after the run was like 517 seconds, so like 11 seconds faster than the previous top score. 32M, first ever sub 10 minute run with the E2160, so very, very good. Toughest one was definitely 1M and validation. So the 1M, I finally managed to get it when I changed core count from 2 to 1, because the first core on this particular CPU feels to be like much stronger than the second core. So with the first core I was able to validate up to 5.14 gigahertz, so 5140 megahertz. That's extremely high frequency for the E2160. With dual core only like 5080, so very, very good result overall. So I need to solve that efficiency thing with 1M, although I managed to get that score, but there's one trick to get much, much faster 1M runs, even with these older 65 nanometer CPUs. So I will work on that. But yeah, so I hope you like to see these scores once again. So I'm extremely happy with this one as well as with the Core i7-950, and now I will move on to the next chip. So thanks for watching once again, and I will see you on the next one.